All right, hello everybody, and welcome to Conelanders the Third. We are you're witnessing my qualifying lap in the modern minis here at Calabogie, which is the final race of the season here in Conelanders the Third. And you'll notice if the keen-eyed among you may notice that this is a much shorter video than normal, and the reasons for that will be explained. But I wanted to leave this in here in my qualifying lap as proof that I can actually put a decent lap together here at this track in the modern minis. Oh man, this race, I tell you what, this was not my best race. If you watched the minis, the classic minis that we had here a couple of days ago, you'll know that I got a little irritated with myself and the car and the track. And we recorded this directly after that one. So that will come into play here in a little bit. That will indeed come into play. But we're gonna finish off come out of the final turn into the start finish straight. And you see we qualify with a 1:12.784. Now, when I recorded this race, I did. This is post commentary, by the way, in case you hadn't figured it out. When I recorded this race, obviously I had live commentary through the whole thing, and right here, normally I would be talking about the finish here, the qualifying positions, and doing my little intro that you just heard. But of course, none of that is here because I deleted it. I flat deleted it out of a fit of rage. Right here, I'm talking about Potato. I actually got the pole over Jim Knight, Cone Dodger in third, James Nessie there in fourth. And then I'm just talking about Magnet and then NCW and Spooky Squid. And it's just that's the starting field for the veterans. And then I look over at the minis and I see Home for Summer, and then I see Jump, and I congratulate Jump and say, "Good job, Jump." And
thank you. Put in one good lap at the end.
He replies with, "Thank you. We'll get one good lap at the end. So well done, Jump." And then we got Rotor, then Isaac, then me. And as you can see, the pole was a second and a half faster than me, but it's fine. It's fine. Whatever. It's fine. So, before we get going here, I want to talk about something just briefly before the start of the race. And here I'm talking about the setup, but whatever. So, for those of you who may or may not watch my streams, I've talked about this in the past, but I play video games for enjoyment. I play video games to have fun. And no matter what anybody says, Assetto Corsa is a video game. And I play video games to have fun. And if I'm not having fun in a video game, I don't want to play it anymore. And I went into this not having fun because of how last race ended. So let's go ahead and watch the start here. We're starting behind Rotor. We get a pretty good jump, the same as everybody else. We got Isaac out there. I think Groot is on our inside, so we can't go to the inside like I want to. So we just we're out here on the outside, following along with everybody, trying to spot breaking points, watching all the dust kick up, whatever. It's the first lap of Conelanders. I decided to let Groot go in over Red Protection, please. That'll come into play later. So it's a mess. It's a mess going in here. Groot goes wide and takes out Rotor. Rocket Whale also off. I think Rotor ended up being on my inside there. So I had to slow down a little bit early here, and I got a boot. I got a little boot from Oww My Nose, which is fine. It's fine. Whatever. It didn't bother me at the time. I don't think it bothered me. It doesn't bother me now. I'm watching it back. It's like, it's fine. He missed his, I actually just watched his video, and he missed his breaking point a little bit, and I had to slow down early because I was on the outside. Whatever. It's fine. Now I got Rotor behind me. And I also see that Incarcerant is behind me in a faster car. So I'm like, okay, do I try to let Incarcerant go? Yep, there he goes. All right, fine. Now, Oww My Nose just went off into the pits there, and that really screwed me up because I was kind of following him and trying to watch Incarcerant, so it allowed Rotor to get around me on the outside, which is fine. Rotor was faster the whole weekend. I wasn't too upset about Rotor getting around me there. I knew I could probably try to chase him down and race with him, just like we've been doing all season in Conelanders, is fighting with Rotor. That was the plan for this race. That was the plan. The reason that Oww My Nose went into the pits, I think he got a little bit of a jump on the start. Hello, Rotor and Groot getting into it again, and allowed me to get around Groot. Goodbye, Groot. And then, of course, we come up here to my favorite turn, and by favorite, I mean the worst turn on the track. Rotor gets it wrong a little bit, and we catch back up to him. So it's good. Good. Everything's going fine so far. Everything's going fine. We're on lap number 2. In the correct, what I would consider the correct position for how the season has been going for us. We're behind Rotor. Obviously, we're not up there fighting for the front. Rocket Whale is the guy that we're chasing in the championship, so we're close to him. Everything is going hunky dory. I mean, I'm still very irritated at this point because I'm bringing the past with me. I'm bringing the last race with me. But I'm trying to buckle down. I'm trying to do what I know that I could do at this track. I know I could do a 112 because I did it in practice. I averaged in the 113s. I did it in qualifying, I should say, 112. Now, right here is where the wheels start to fall off. As you can see, I had a little problem with the over-rev protection. Now, right here, I am full lock to the right. Oh, no, that's not the... I make it back onto the track, got dirt on my tires, Rotor has got away from me, and now we're behind Groot, which I feel like I'm faster than Groot. I can get around Groot. So that just added to my irritation level. And things just kind of got worse from there because I was at this point I started to get real mad. I started to get real mad with myself and everything else. So I'm driving angry. You never want to drive angry in a video game or in real life, really. You never, take it from Bill Murray. Don't drive angry. Don't drive angry. So here I am. I'm trying to chase down Groot, and I see that there's a red Fiat behind me. And I know that red Fiat is Magnet, and I don't want to mess Magnet up. So, and I know he's going to catch me. So I'm debating. It's like, okay, and then I go wide. I'm like, God dang it!
I'm here, Mark. I'm coming through.
That's Magnet.
Whee!
So I ask him, what is he doing way back here, Magnet? And he replies,
I got murdered into not this turn, but the next turn on lap 1. By someone. I don't know who it was. Not me.
John replies.
No, not you.
No. So I asked him, was it
one of the Fiats?
Was it so-and-so? I don't remember who I said, but I asked him if it was a certain person.
No, I don't think so. He was in front of me, I think.
I don't remember who that was that I asked about. I really don't. But, it's fine. Whatever.
There was much death at that corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that was the first. That was where I got my boop from Oww My Nose. So everything's fine. Speaking of Oww My Nose, he's right behind us, and we're chasing down Groot. And again, I'm very irritated just at the whole process. My fastest lap, a second and a half slower than what I did in qualifying. So I was not a happy camper. I'm here. I'm trying to chase down Groot, trying to put a good lap in together, and it was just I was just mad. I was just mad at the world, and as I said before, I play video games for enjoyment. And after that right there, I realized, number one, I'm very sorry, Groot. I missed my breaking point, I guess. I'm very sorry, Groot. But it was right there I realized, you know what? This is not fun. This is not fun. I'm not having fun anymore. I'm just not. And one of the main reasons I wasn't having, or there were several reasons leading up to the me not having fun. The race before, where I thought I should have done really, really well, and I didn't. I was also very tired because this was the same weekend that we did the 12 hours at Suzuka. So I had done 13 hours of streaming the day before we did this race. And then this was the final race of the Sunday So it was like 3.5 hours into that day after doing a whole lot of practice. So I was cranky. I was tired. I was not having a good time. And I even said something to the effect of, normally at this point I would just quit. If you've seen my Conelanders in the past, I would just quit. But I'm gonna see it through. I'm gonna finish the race. I'm not gonna I'm gonna try to improve myself from what I've done in the past. And then my favorite turn comes up, and I totally missed the breaking point for it. And I'm like, God damn it. and that just added to everything else that had been going on that day, and just angry, just angry. So, and right here, I was just like, you know what? F all that stuff that I said before. I am done. So, yeah, that was not my best performance. And again, I apologize to Groot. I'm sorry, Groot, for the bump that I gave you. It was fun trying to race around Groot and Rotor and Oww My Nose and everything else. And speaking of fun, I want to go back and say that the entire thing, the entire Conelanders the Third, I had a great time right up until that final race. And it had nothing to do with the fact that it was that car and that track. It was just me personally. I was having a bad day, and I didn't enjoy myself because of it. But it had nothing to do with Conelanders itself. Speaking of Conelanders itself, I want to go ahead and throw in right now a big, huge thank you to one Mr. Cone Dodger 240 for, again, putting all this together and allowing me to join. It was great fun. I had a great time, even though it didn't end like I necessarily wanted it to. A big shout out to Cone Dodger. He didn't have to do this, and I really appreciate the fact that he did. He put the effort into putting all this together and allowing me to join. So thank you very much, Cone, for allowing all of us to do this. Also, want to throw a big shout out to Spooky Squid, who put together all the points things that you've been seeing at the end of the videos, and Magnet. Thank you, Magnet, for being my teammate. So, like I said, it wasn't sorry. Also, sorry for the video being short. Sorry for the video being short. But speaking of the points and everything else, let's take a look at those points right now. Okay, so here we are for the final point standings for Conelanders the Third. Yeah, I mean it was a great series of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tracks, 2 races per track, so 12 races in total. It was a lot of fun. Conelanders, a lot of fun. So let's take a look at first of all, take a look at the results for Calabogie itself, the modern the modern touring cars is what they're calling it. I got it wrong, or I got it right finally at the end of the season. And then for the veteran class, we had Jim Knight come in first, James Nessie come in second, Potato rounded off the podium in third, Cone Dodger in fourth, Spooky Squid in fifth, sixth was NCW, seventh was Powers, 8th was Incarcerate, 9th was Magnet, and 10th was Jimses. So there are your final results for the veterans and the modern touring cars. They were in the Fiat Tipos. And down here in the modern minis for Calabogie, we had Home for Summer, of course, come in first place. Jump, who has taken over for Tack here, was in second place. Jump actually was winning most of that race. But he had a little incident with a lap car that allowed Home for Summer to get around him there towards the end. So good job to both of those guys, Home for Summer and Jump. They had a good battle there at the end. And then Isaac rounded off the podium in third. Fourth was Rocket Whale. Fifth was Rotor. Sixth, Groot. Seventh, Oww My Nose. 8th was Armo. 9th was Melissa. And then here I am with a big old fat DNF. Big old fat DNF. Because I got so daggum irritated, I just quit. It's just, I shouldn't have. I should have kept going, but, I'm only human. So there we are with our big fat DNF. Luckily, that did not affect our standing overall with the driver championship. Of course, Home for Summer won the overall championship with Isaac in second, Tack third, Rocket Whale fourth. I came in fifth, only 1 point ahead of Rotor. So, that was actually really close. Group was seventh, 8th, Oww My Nose, 9th, Melissa, Armo 10th, and then Yellow Fox, who was not able to join us for the final half of the series. Whatever. Hopefully Yellow Fox will come back. So there you go. And then in the veteran class, the overall standings, we had Gem Knight, Potato, Spooky Squid, Cone Dodger. That was actually really close between Squid and Cone Dodger there. Only 2 points separating. So that was a good battle. Powers, Magnet, NCW, Jim's Incarcerate, James Nessie, and then Moose again wasn't able to join us for this last weekend because he was tired, which I understand. So having looked at I actually, Incarcerate and Alex moved up above Moose, but whatever. So let's take a look at the final results for the team championship. And here we go for the final time in Conelanders the Third. We'll take a look at the team championships. We had Potato Evolution, which was Potato Evolution was Potato and who? Potato Evolution, Potato and Home for Summer. In first place there, Sharky Engineering, who was Gem Knight and Rocket Whale, came in second. Had Cadillac, who was Powers and Tack, Tack Jump. And then Svenka with Destruction, who was Squid and Groot there. Now here's where the problem comes in. Magnet Sticks of Fire, which is me and Magnet. We got overtaken there by the Salty Skids. The Salty Skids being Jim's and Isaac. Good job, Jim's and Isaac, on the strong performance of Isaac. They got us by 1 point. 1 freaking point right there. Had I not got this DNF, I don't know that they would have been able to overtake us. Had I continued, I think I could have got at least 1 or 2 more points. Now, if we'd have tied, they probably would have won on the back of Isaac's performances. But yeah, had I not quit, I think we could have kept our 5th place position, but it did drop us down to 6th. So I apologize to my teammate Magnet for letting us down, for rage quitting there at the end. But, it happens. It happens sometimes. So Unintelligible Moth Death, who is, in fact, NCW and Rotor, came in behind us there. The Existential Spreadsheets, which was, that's Cone Dodger and Armo there in 8th. Regrets and Jameson D. Minor, who is Incarcerate, and Melissa. The Rainbow Face Punch, which was Moose and Yellow Fox, I believe. No, that was Moose and Oww My Nose, actually, in 10th. And then the Rabble Yifflesis, which was Alex and Yellow Fox, rounding out the end. So there you go. There's the final team standings. Again, sorry, Magnet. Sorry, anybody who watches this. If you stuck around all the way to the end, I do appreciate it. And again, I want to apologize for this race and the previous race being so bad and short. But yeah, that's going to be it. Now they did have a special race that I was not able to take part in because I had some family stuff going on. But yeah, make sure you check out at least Cone Dodger, Squid, Magnet, I think, was in it. It just, there's a bunch of fun times were had apparently that I wasn't able to take part in. So that's going to be it for Conelanders the Third. Hopefully Cone Dodger will allow me to join in any further Conelanders events that go on. And I will bring those to you here on the channel. But as always, I appreciate y'all for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and I will see you next time, whenever that may be.